We're coming at you from the beautiful Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida, home of the Magic. Looking at the last game for the Orlando Magic, it was a win.
It's go time. Check in.
I'm on it.
A minute 42 left in the first quarter. It's not very often you can say this about the future is looking pretty bright in Charlotte.
So often the season ends and you're thinking about the issues you've got to deal with, but right now the Hornets headed in a good direction.
And Charlotte, looking at who they've got, Henderson and MKG will fill out the wings. Zeller and Johnson are the bigs. And it's Walker in at the point.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw.
But you take a look at the numbers, guys. They're shooting 74% on the season.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
The Magic making a switch here. Rose is checked in. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist.
And for Charlotte, as you said, you know, part of it is feeling good with their direction, but also they should feel good that they actually have a direction after the way the last few years have gone.
And the call will be against Red Hot. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
You know, having a direction, as you mentioned, had been a problem with Charlotte because they seem to change their minds every year about who they were going to be, and they did it for the last decade or so. Now it seems as though the base is solid, and they've got an idea of how they want to build and who they want to build around, and they've got a group that can grow together.
Walker against Rose. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 6 points.
Boy, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Rose against Walker. Trying his luck deep, and again for three. The basket is good from Rose. Rose has got a couple of threes now in the first with the Magic. It's stolen by Rose. And he goes in for the dunk.
Now that is rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some style points too, Kevin.
Clark, he deserves a no simple finish there with the high altitude windmill slam.
Yes, making a statement.
And it's Walker penetrating. Here's Vonleh. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Hornets have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Free throw good. Vonleh. Second free throw, no good. Here's O'Quinn. A steal. Here's Biyombo. And he uses the glass on the layup. Biyombo's got his first basket of the night. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. On its way from Rose for 2. And it's good. But hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And to me, it looks pretty clear on the instant replay, guys. The ball was out of his hands in time.
This Wednesday.
Group on the floor for Orlando. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Vonleh's checked in for Jefferson. Zeller comes in for Biyombo. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Kemba Walker in for Williams. On the floor for Charlotte. Pairing in the backcourt, it's Walker and Henderson. At the 3, MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. And it's Vonleh in at the 5, roaming the paint. From deep, Rose. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
Gordon against Henderson. Vonleh setting the pick for Henderson. Pass to Walker. Clock at 6. Pass to Henderson. Right side to Walker. Knocked loose. Stolen by Gordon. Here's Rose. No up. And the first half ends in a close one. It's the Magic.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. Some changes for Charlotte. Biyombo is checked in for Zeller. Lance Stevenson comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And Mo Williams subbed in for Gerald Henderson. At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Gordon and Vucevic, the big men inside. And it's Payton in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Walker goes in. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Magic making a switch here. Rose is checked in.
And a moment here to look at some numbers for Kemba Walker. He's putting up 18 points tonight, 6 assists and 5 rebounds. They've been able to count on him to run the show offensively, which he's done with his sensational passing.
Yeah, he's been setting them up with a lot of easy baskets, room service dimes. We call them, one great look after another coming off of his passes.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kevin, Al Jefferson, a veteran leader, and he's changed the Hornets locker room. A former coach, Doc Rivers, said, you know the people in your life who just bring sunshine? That's Al. He brings it wherever he goes. And guys, Big Al said of his young teammates, I don't talk much, but they really wanted to listen.
Doris, just an easygoing guy. Great presence. Thank you.
And the generous spirit, too, Kevin, is Al Jefferson. I mean, in Utah, he never hesitated to mentor their young guys.
Jefferson, a screen on Oladipo. Walker, that's blocked.
The question is, do they go 2 for 1 here?
Can they get a good shot in time? That's the question.
Rose can't get that one to fall.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Walker with a clean look. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. 13 points now in the game for Walker. Rose with the ball. 13 points in the game. One second left. He nailed the buzzer beater.
Right between the eyes is how you would say it, Kevin. Fearless. What a tremendous play with the pressure, and it's absolute high.
Phenomenal.
I'll tell you what, some players just live for the big moments, guys. Clearly, he is one of them.
Here now a chance to show you. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
It was a beautiful pass, nice, intelligent basketball. The execution was perfect, and that pass set up the open 3.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. At the 3, MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. Perry in the backcourt, it's Walker and Henderson, and it's Vonleh in at the 5. Henderson kicks to Walker. That's good. Walker's got 9 points now in just the second half.
He's been a different guy in the second half, guys. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
From deep, Rose, and again it's the Magic from deep.
Oh, boy, I love watching this guy play. He just lives and breathes the game. Loves to be out on the floor with his guys.
Now Henderson. Kicks it to Kidd-Gilchrist. Walker against Rose. Kidd-Gilchrist dishes to Henderson. It's Kidd-Gilchrist on the wing. Just 5 on the clock.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Gordon against Henderson. Can't get it to go.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Rose against Walker. Gordon with no one around. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Now it's a 7-point Orlando lead.
That's been their bread and butter in the second half. They've really knocked down their long range.
And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he is unable to get the second one. And so it...
Well, Nick, what...
So, here we are again. You've kept your part of the bargain.
Yes, that's what I'm talking.
Hey, there you are. I've been looking.
And now your...
We are in Orlando, Florida, as the Magic are about to go into this interconference contest right here. Mucho gusto, and welcome to Noche Latina on 2K Sports. From the jerseys to the food to the halftime entertainment tonight, a distinctive Latin flavor. And alongside Clark Kellogg, Doris Burke, and Esteban Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan.
Thank you, Kevin. I think it's going to be a fantastic night here. Love the jerseys, love the festive atmosphere, the flair. This is going to be awesome.
Phoenix right now in the middle of a road trip. They're still looking to settle into the new season, working on improving their record with each opportunity to try to pick up some wins. And a long time in the making for one tremendous young athlete. We'll get a look tonight at the first ever NBA start from Rhodes.
And that starting lineup is exactly where he belongs. You look at the talent, the potential. I think he's going to be not only in the lineup tonight, but for a long time to come.
I agree. He's already shown us that he's one of the most talented players on that roster, and I love that they're giving him this opportunity now.
Talk about being one of the all-time great stories in the NBA. This kid goes from being undrafted and fighting for a 10-day contract, and now he's a starter for this club.
It's really a story of a guy starting with nothing in the league and fighting his way onto a team, and those are always really inspirational stories. His path to the starting lineup gives hope to everybody playing in or out of the NBA that could possibly be them someday.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. They've got Brandon Wright, Bledsoe is out there with Brandon Knight. Then there's Mark.